Hi, it's the Love Guru Blair, and you guys are learning a lot about me. I always share a lot about me, but I have something else to share with you guys today, and that is that I used to be a personal trainer. Again, this was years ago in my early 20s. It was a part-time job that I used to do, and I didn't really train so many people. I did it for like a short amount of time. But it was one of my hobbies. I really got into lifting weights when I was in high school, and then I got more into it when I was in college, and then even more into it when I graduated. And I said, I think it was like one of my friends was getting certified, and I said, hey, I want to do that too, because I was just one of those gym rats. I was always there. And not the cardio stuff, not the aerobic classes, it was lifting. Now, when you see these people lifting and these trainers, I wouldn't say all trainers, but a lot of trainers are like really intense. And they're like, come on, you could do one more rep. Do one more rep. Let's go, let's go, let's do this. And they're kind of like, in a way, maybe yelling at you, pushing you on, pushing you to the limit. And then like you finish your workout, and I understand, maybe some people don't like this. I happen to like it, although I don't work out with trainers, and I never have, except for like my friends, you know, because they were trainer friends. But I always have liked when I have been working out with a friend who, like I said, is a trainer too, and they would be like, come on, one more, two more, and just really pushing me, because it helps, I think, rule through whatever kind of resistance you're going through in your head, and it pushes you on, and then afterwards, like, you just have a really good lift. I mean, as long as you're being safe about it, obviously, you don't want to hurt yourself. But I've always liked that energy. Now, when I got into this like spirituality and I left behind my mainstream life of like clubbing and lifting and drinking and all of that, and nothing was like so excessive, but when I left this stuff behind and I got more into doing more of my mission, what I was meant here to be and do, the people who were around me, the spiritual teachers and healers that I met and that I saw, like bigger time teachers and healers, everybody's like kind of mellow. All like peace and loving and like the higher road, and just, we'll just talk about like personality wise, it was always just like very mellow. And I think what like normally what everybody does when you kind of enter a new field and whatever, like you kind of learn like you don't be loud. You're not supposed to be loud in spirituality. I don't know why, but that was the thing. Like, you're not really supposed to have much, the way I looked at it, is much of a personality. You're not supposed to be loud like that. And this was kind of a conflict, not always consciously, but this was like a conflict because I'm a very loud person. I come from a loud family. You have to be loud to be heard in my family. And even then, I don't even know if they're listening to you. But that's the way it goes. And I've always liked being around loud people. I like being around people with big personalities. They make me laugh. I like being around quirky people. They're fun. You know, and I just feel like I belong amongst like loud and quirky people. But in the spiritual field, I was never meeting people like this. And that was another part of myself that I was kind of putting to the side. And again, you know, this is something that I have worked through different layers over time. And I'm just sharing you like the recent realization that I've had. And that is that I am a personal trainer meets healer. A personal trainer meets spiritual teacher. And what I mean by that is that over the last like 3-4 months, the way that I've been working with my students is this really like boisterous self has come out, that I will just kind of call people on their shit when I see it, and I just won't dance around things. The thing is like when you're working one-on-one with me, that is a big commitment from you as far as time and money, and energy, and it's really like you saying to the universe, like, I'm ready to step this up. I am tired of dealing with like my pain and my fear, and I'm tired of being miserable in whatever form that takes, or sad or lonely. I'm tired of my anger. I'm tired of being frustrated. And that's when I come into your world. Hello, hi, here I am. And I'm here to really help you step it up a notch. Because why? Well, that's why you've come to me. You come to me to get results. People come to me when they want to get results, not when they want to like pussyfoot around. So before in the past, I used to share the messages from Spirit, and I used to kind of hold back my personality or the strength of how the message was coming through. So if somebody was doing something that wasn't right, like say sleeping around, and I would say, well, you kind of don't want to be doing that anymore. You don't want to be having one-night stands if you're looking to be attracting the one. You don't want to be having casual things going on. We need to cut that energy out. Stop those activities. And I would say it nice, and of course you can say it nice, and not like when I'm saying it loud and it kind of boisterous, it's not nice. But students would come back and they would still like kind of engage in this activity that they're not respecting themselves. And I would, again, in the past, I would say, well, again, you know, why are you doing this? And I would kind of be like nicer about it and softer about it. And inside it was like pissing me off, and this was like also pressure I was getting from Spirit, because Spirit was saying, no, like tell her what's up, she needs to like hear it. So what I'm saying is that over the last 4 months, 3-4 months, I've been working with a lot of men, so this like male energy has been coming out more with me, of I guess maybe more of the bluntness and more of the realness, and just saying the way it is, because I think that like basically it's been frustrating me. It's been when students come to a session and they don't take notes, and or they go home and they don't review their notes during the week, and or they don't do exercises that Spirit is giving them. These are specific exercises that are tailored to you. What that means is that they're given in a way that Spirit knows you can handle. And there's anything so crazy that these exercises that are given. That's why I don't understand when people come back and they don't do an exercise like they're supposed to make a list about something. Like, why don't you do that? What is the big deal? And, you know, I understand that there's like maybe some resistance there, and we work through that stuff. Like, I provide healing with that so that you could work through your resistance, and like that's all taken care of. So you're getting like the nurturing too, but I'm changing policies on how I work with students, because I want there to be an understanding that if you are doing these private sessions with me and you're spending your money and your time and your energy coming, so that you are coming for results. There's no BS here. And I'm going to push you like, say, a personal trainer pushes you, because that is my personality. And that's also how the messages come through from Spirit. Really firm and really like, let's get real here. And if it's a thing that, again, I'm changing these, and I'm going to make another video about this, explaining it better. I'm going to be putting it up on my website. But if you are engaging like my help with your journey, and I know it's your journey, and a lot of people would say, well, Blair, don't get involved in your students or your clients. I call them students. Some people call them clients. Most people call them clients. Don't get involved in their life. Don't get involved in their progression, in their journey, if they're not doing certain things. But I do. And that's the way I work. That is, I'm looking at it as a gift, because it is. It's a gift to you that when you work with me one-on-one, you're getting my energy and my encouragement, and again, that personal trainer side of me, of being, come on, let's do it, let's do it. Because you're spending my time too. You're spending my energy too. And if you come to a session and you sit there and you don't take notes, and then you don't say review them during the week, I mean, you should be studying this. You should be hungry for this change. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and my time. And I don't want you wasting my time. Yeah, you're paying me, and that's great, but you're wasting my time, and that's pissing me off. So that's that personal trainer side to me. I've been letting it out. It's been great. I love it. And my students, some of them have had to adjust to it, and some of them love it too, because it's more of, again, I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm not going to be dancing around issues that I see coming up. You know, I just had a recent student, it was a guy, and a lot of like relationship intimacy issues were coming up. And I was saying to them, this is a bigger issue. Like, this needs to be worked on as far as like another block of time and another program. You're completing this program right here of connecting with your true self, and we've done that. We've completed that, so let's celebrate this right now rather than go into relationship intimacy stuff. That is another program, and that's another block of time. And they had just a couple sessions left. It's not enough time to conquer relationship intimacy things. So I wanted to just do a celebration ceremony and complete the sessions because things were complete with what they had set their intention to do. But whatever, it was a complicated situation here. But what I'm saying is that most of my students, I would say like 95% of my students that come to me are getting results of what they wanted within 2 months, 2.5 months. And that's how I'm reworking a policy, because that's when the session's going to end, as far as the package, of when you hit that milestone. When you hit that milestone, we're going to complete the sessions rather than start on new issues, which we can start on new issues, but then we're going to start up a new package and a new time frame because you just did a whole burst of energy and work and healing, and you made it to the final line. So I am looking to be getting my rate of success up to 100%. From 95% to 100%. And I know that that might sound like, oh my God, she's a perfectionist, and that's ridiculous because you're never going to get 100%. But I can. And I'll tell you, the difference here is because I have not been hard enough on my students up until this point. And from now on, what's going to happen is if students are not taking notes in a session, if they're not doing the exercises, which again, I can't imagine why you would not be taking notes, why you would not be doing the exercises, because you're coming to me to get results. So in the future, what's changing here is if students are not doing these things that is being guided, it's not human Blair sharing this with them, it is spirit saying, here's an exercise for you. And if it's too complicated, then we will break it down. Like, you would let me know and we'll break it down. But none of these things are complicated. They're very easy. Like, that's the thing, is like these exercises are so easy, but they get you from point A to point Z. All right? They get you where you want to go. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. Years after years. People go from A to Z. And we're going to get to that in a minute. In 1 minute, I'm going to share that. But the thing is that I've seen these students who don't take notes, who maybe don't review their notes during the week, and don't do the exercises, and they've still had results, which is great, but I am now going to be dismissing people from programs and just issuing a refund, because you're coming to me for results, and if you're not doing the work, then I'm not spending my time and I'm not spending my energy working with you. And that might sound hard, and that might sound hardcore and harsh and whatever. And again, I'm going to say that's the personal trainer side to me. That is the intense side to me, because my time is valuable. I only work with a small amount of students each month. And if I'm spending my time investing it in you and sharing the guidance with you, and I know that you paid me money, but this is bigger than that. This is more than that. This is about my time. This is about my energy. And this is about my prayers, because during the week, I pray for you. During the week, I tap into your energy and I see what's going on in your life, and I write down exercises and guidance that comes to me that we need to cover the next session that you have. So if I'm investing with you, if I'm like your partner for success, then you better be dedicated. And that's the new breed of students that I'm bringing in. Not saying that some of my students haven't been like that, because a lot have been like that. But I have had some kind of slackers lately, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not spending my time on energy on that, and that is not the best use of my gifts. And that's the bottom line of it. And that has been the message from me coming through very clearly over the last month, that if students are not dedicated to their growth, if they're not dedicated to looking at their sabotaging behavior, that I can't want it more than them, and I can't patiently sit around from session to session repeating the same things over and over again. That is not the best use of my gifts. That is actually not a good use of my gifts at all. I am here for people who really want to be excelling, who really want to be working through things, and who really want to be living the life of their dreams. And some people are very addicted to their story and to drama, and that is a space of where you would go to therapy, or where you would talk to a friend and complain to a friend. Not for my sessions. Again, we talk about those things that are upsetting you. That's allowed. The sharing of the emotions, we do. And we work through the resistance, and we work through the fear. But when you're getting the action steps on how to work through it, you need to do it. Otherwise, this is not a match. So that's the thing. What was the other thing I was going to share with you? About this results thing. And maybe, this is one of my things. I am just such a big fan of results. And yes, that's the perfectionist side of me, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, because I think that that's a very successful attitude to have. I am my first student. I have always been my first student, and I have gotten myself from point A to point B to C to Z a million times over with things that I wanted to accomplish. Things that I set my mind to. I then engage Spirit, and Spirit gives me these exercises and this guidance to do, and I do it. And if I don't do it, they yell at me, right? Maybe the way I might be yelling at you. They say, do it, Blair. You said you wanted it done. You said you wanted to have this happen, right? When I wanted to attract the one, when I wanted to learn how to partner with Spirit to attract the one, they told me what to do. And I did it, and I got it time and time again, because, hey, guess what? You have like a million soulmates. Not a million, but you have a lot of soulmates. And they even taught me I attracted the ultimate one, which is your twin flame. So I've done this over and over again. It is foolproof. Foolproof. Like, people ask me, like, what's your success rate? 100%. You follow these exercises 100%. You get what you want. What are the other things that I've worked through? I've worked through childhood wounds. That's what I help you guys with. I am working now on making my big dreams come true. I am blogging about this on blairsland.com, how I am doing it, how I am working through my fears, and the steps that Spirit is taking me through. I am sharing that with you. If you want to be making your big dreams come true, if you are noticing fear that comes up. What's the other thing? Prosperity, attracting more money, doing off of my natural talents and gifts. That's another thing that I blog about on blairsland.com. Those are other things that Spirit is taking me through. So if you want to be making more money, if you're tired of living this lack mentality, if you're tired of living maybe paycheck to paycheck, if you're tired of living like a poor person, well, blairsland.com. Because again, these are steps that Spirit's taking me through that I'm sharing with you. I have done so many things over and over again of making my life better, and these are things that I share with you. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm my first student. I'm always going to be my first student. It is my life after all, right? But I'm also here to share so much with you guys. And year after year, I have helped make people's lives better. Whatever they wanted to achieve, as far as like getting over pain that they carry, emotional pain we're talking about, like anger or sadness or frustration, childhood wounds they want to clear out, tired of being a victim to things, tired of feeling like people don't like them or being criticized, tired of not being able to step out and being their true self, really expressing themselves or doing their divine mission. All of these things, helping get a better relationship, all of these things, the way that Spirit works through me, again, because I am such an action-oriented person, I am such a results person, that Spirit shares these steps for you to take. And if you take them, you get results. That's why this 95% rate of success, which is turning into 100 rate, because I'm not putting up with students who don't do the exercise. The thing is, I used to think that I was helping people by really holding their hand as far as okay, you're feeling sad again today, or okay, I'm going to listen to this same drama story or sad story again. And I would have compassion for them, and I would be there and I would sit there with them. But after I would hear this, after I heard this over several sessions, I'd be like, I'm not helping anybody by doing this. And that's what I'm saying. Again, that's where I get that 95% rate of success, because I think that I was coddling people. I think that's the word. I'm going to look it up. I forgot. But I was coddling people. And it's time to be getting more real. And again, if you need someone to be hearing your drama story, and if you're happy being stuck, again, we get addicted to being stuck. We get addicted to our story. We get addicted to drama. If you're addicted to feeling sorry for yourself, then yeah, I can help you work through it, but you're going to have to be willing to work through it. So anyway, again, I say all this to say that I have seen this year after year after year, that if people follow the exercises that I give them, if they take notes during sessions, if they read the notes during the week, if they're into it and they apply themselves, then they get results. It happens 100%. And even the last couple guys that I've been with, which was over a 5-year span or whatever. We were saying couple as in two. So this was over maybe 6 years. Their lives have greatly improved. The guy that I was dating before my twin flame, he's out living in California, living his dreams, making things happen. And he moved out of this victim mentality. He moved into a nicer place. He started making more money, lots more money. Okay, I'm not going to go into that stuff. That's their private stuff. But what I'm saying is just that I've seen it happen over and over again with people that I'm just personally friends with, that I'm kind of helping through, giving steps through, which I've stopped doing that in my personal relationships, but that was a lesson for me too. And I've seen it with students over and over again, that people's lives totally change. They have to apply themselves, and that's the deal. So you're going to see a more hardcore me. I think that you probably have been seeing it in the videos, and now it's coming through with my work. I'm changing a bunch of my policies. I'm going to make another video about it, sharing it with you. But if this is something that interests you, someone who is going to see through whatever BS you're putting through or resistances you're having, and going to help you work through them as far as why you're having resistance, and you're really ready to live that life that you desire. How bad do you want it? If you're ready to apply yourself and you're ready to do this, then one-on-one sessions, the healing sessions, enrolling in one of the programs, that's the way. If you're more I don't know, I'm kind of wishy-washy, not really ready for things like that, then do blairsland.com. It's a much less energy and time and money commitment. It is a small fraction compared to what private sessions are, because again, you're getting my energy there too. You're getting personal guidance there. blairsland.com, as you go at your own pace. It's up to you to journal or think about it. You could do whatever you want. It doesn't matter so much to me, because you're not getting my personal involvement in it. So thanks for listening to this video. It was a long video, much longer than I planned it to be. I hope it's been helpful to you. And that's it. I wish you the best in love. Bye-bye.